And before I introduce our two speakers here momentarily, I also wanted to announce that through efforts made at the Utah Safety Council, we were able to get in contact with both the mayor of Salt Lake City, Aaron Mendenhall, as well as the governor, Spencer J. Cox, here in the state of Utah. And they have both signed proclamations declaring June as Utah Safety Month. So congratulations to the Utah Safety Council, first of all, for there we go. Yeah. For everything that we try and do here, for everything that the staff does here, big thank you. We couldn't do this without everyone's support here as a team, as well as for those of you at home, we can't do this without you as well. And so this is why we do it, so we can keep you safe. All right. Next, I will introduce our speakers. First, I would like to introduce Daniel. Daniel Nagel is a seasoned professional with over 12 years of dedicated service at the National Safety Council, where he epitomizes the brand's commitment to excellence as a corporate safety solutions consultant. His expertise lies in analyzing and diagnosing customer concerns, ensuring their needs are met effectively and efficiently. With specialties spanning product marketing, customer service, and proficiency in various Microsoft applications and Salesforce, Dan is equipped to handle diverse challenges with finesse. He excels at sales negotiation, prospecting, and is well-versed in regulatory frameworks such as OSHA and EPA regulations. Dan's proficiency extends to safety training, environmental health and safety practices, and he is adept at implementing relational selling strategies. His skills also encompass webinar implementation, CRM management, Acrobat, and ePay systems. With a keen eye for detail and a focus on building lasting customer relationships, Dan is a valuable asset to NSC and its clientele. Additionally, we have Jennifer McCann, who is joining us as well from the National Safety Council. As a seasoned association management professional with over 2 decades of experience, Jennifer has served as a strategic business partner and senior manager of member engagement for many years. Hailing from Illinois, she brings a wealth of expertise in marketing, membership engagement, recruitment, retention, and management to her role. Throughout her career, she has consistently demonstrated a keen understanding of the intricacies of association management. Her strategic approach to fostering member engagement has been instrumental in driving organizational growth and success. With a proven track record of building and nurturing lasting relationships, Jennifer thrives on creating value for members and enhancing their overall experience. She is passionate about leveraging innovative strategies to drive member recruitment and retention initiatives, ensuring the continued vitality and relevance of our organization. And with that, I'd like to turn the time over to our guests, Daniel Nagel and Jennifer McCann.
Thank you, Taylor, for that generous introduction. Really appreciate it. Um, as mentioned, my name is Daniel Nagel. I'm here with Jennifer McCann to present the National Safety Month 2024 campaign with everybody today. Before we start, we do want to thank our partners, the Utah Safety Council, for having us speak to everyone about a campaign that we are definitely very, very proud and excited about. Something that we've been conducting for almost 30 years now. It's definitely part of our track record here at the National Safety Council, and again, very, very proud to be sharing the program and being able to share some free materials that we'll be offering for the month of June for National Safety Month. A brief agenda of what we'll be discussing. We'll be going over just a short history of the National Safety Council for anyone who is new to NSC. And then, of course, we're going to get into an overview of the National Safety Month campaign, the materials that you can acquire today at no cost of your own. And Jennifer's actually going to go through the process of how to acquire those materials at the end. So everyone has some sort of guide of how to, again, download the content. So just a quick overview of NSC. So we, the National Safety Council, is a 100-year-old non-for-profit mission-based organization with a focus on preventing or eliminating leading causes of injury and death. And we solely focus on, well, not solely focused, but we put a hyper focus on the workplace, the roadway, and home. And our mission is to save lives from the workplace to any place. Just a quick overview of how NSC started. In 1912, the first Safety Congress meeting was conducted in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, which included a few Midwest industrial leaders who were concerned with worker safety. And this was actually in response to an event called the Triangle Shirtwaist Factory Fire, which occurred in New York that ended up killing 146 young women and girls. The outcome of that meeting 1 year later was the National Council for Industrial Safety. And then shortly thereafter, we changed the name to the National Safety Council to also encompass traffic safety and other non-industrial issues. Not going to go over every single one of these points, but some of the few ones that we do want to highlight. In 1941, President Franklin Roosevelt called on the National Safety Council to, quote, mobilize its nationwide resources in leading a concerted and intensified campaign against accidents, unquote. And then in 1953, President Dwight Eisenhower approved an act of Congress to grant a congressional charter to the National Safety Council, which recognized the council's leadership in coordinating safety efforts and training. So this is definitely something we're very, very proud of in our relationships with not just OSHA, but the federal government and of course our partners throughout the United States. And then of course, what leads us here today in 1996, like I mentioned before, we're almost 30 years into the National Safety Month that was launched in 1996. A little bit about the National Safety Month itself. Again, created in 1996 to put a national focus on addressing preventable injuries and deaths and work. Why do we hold it in June? Well, typically we do see an increase in unintentional injuries in the summertime. People are just more active, they're out and about, and the statistics show that there are more unintentional injuries and deaths during that period. So we want to put it right in the middle to put a highlight on that risk. This is our flagship observance period, again, to highlight leading causes of preventable injury and death. And of course, you're going to hear this a lot, but we're trying to keep people safe from the workplace to any place. This is our observance period, but I would like to also mention that the National Safety Month should also be a time for celebration of your companies or of your individual safety journey. Whether you're a Fortune 500 company or a small mom and pop store, everyone should take time to celebrate their safety accomplishments and successes. And we believe the National Safety Month is a perfect time to do so. So while we have content that you can kind of plug in and play for the month of June, we also have some ideas of how you can celebrate your company's safety success, whether it's going and promoting some accomplishments on social media by tagging Go Green Safety, and we'll get to that in a minute, to having some internal events. We have some ideas of how you can celebrate safety and push the message that safety is of importance for your organizations. And then to the right here of my bullet points is a letter from the White House on May 31st, 1996. It's signed by former President Bill Clinton, acknowledging the National Safety Council of our National Safety Council or National Safety Month, and congratulating us on the success that we had during that year. So a nice little additional piece from the White House. In terms of our safety topics, we are going to have a different safety topic for each week. So we are in the middle of week one. So week one is going to be focused on safety engagement. Week two is going to focus on roadway safety. Week three is risk reduction, and week four is going to be slip, trips, and falls. These topics were chosen based on a variety of different resources. So first, we looked at past National Safety Month participants' feedback, membership feedback, division group feedback, and all had kind of pointed to these subjects. And then we also do look at data from our injury facts report to find what types of preventable incidences are on the rise, and we also consider what's trending, what OSHA trending topics we see that they're focusing on as well. So we've kind of taken all of that into consideration from feedback from our members, our participants last year to other regulatory agencies, and we came down on these 4 topics for this year. In terms of the resources that we're putting out for National Safety Month, there is an abundance of free content available to you today. I'm not going to go through every little thing. Again, I'm going to have Jennifer show everyone on the video where they can go to find the content itself. But what's really neat about this year is that we're actually sharing membership content to the general public as well. So there is a difference between the free public resources and our membership resources for National Safety Month. But we are going to be sharing a few membership exclusive contents to the general public to kind of give you an idea of what that looks like being members of the National Safety Council. And as you see, there is a lot of information from participation kits to campaign posters that you can use as a kind of a plug in and play for your safety management systems this month, again, to celebrate National Safety Month. Members, of course, they get a little bit more, including a digital quick tip sheet. There's some webinars that are going to be exclusive to our memberships, our members. There's going to be some weekly sample communications as well, and a brand new toolkit that we'll be adding to as a resource as well. Our webinar schedule is as follows. Again, we are going to give the chance for the general public to and our non-members to attend some of these webinar exclusive meetings, and so believe we will not be able to get to June 5th unless you hop off this call immediately and join right now. But June 18th, we'll have a membership webinar that everyone will be able to join. Again, it'll be able to give you an idea of the types of meetings and discussions that the members have on the site. And then, of course, for those who are members, these will be the additional subjects that will be discussed during National Safety Month. Now we talked about kind of observance versus celebration. Go Green for Safety is more of a celebratory event that we would encourage everyone to move forward with, and it's just a day to celebrate safety, whether that's a communication piece where you're doing an overview of your safety accomplishments for the year, whether it's a reduction in safety observations, whether it's if you had done an employee perception survey and the type of data and analytics that you received behind that, whatever it may be, we always encourage everyone to do a day for safety in June. And to give you an idea of what the National Safety Council does, it's very simplistic. We simply just all dress in green. There's a balloon, there's a catered lunch for us, and it's, again, a nice little break to celebrate our safety successes. And then, of course, if you'd like to share those successes, or if you'd like to share that event on social media, we encourage you to use the hashtag #GoGreenForSafety, just so you can highlight that on social media. In terms of how else you can help participate with the National Safety Council for during National Safety Month, of course, we mentioned it, promote on social media, but we're also looking for examples. If you'd like to write and tell us about your successes, we're always trying to acquire testimonials. We're always trying to celebrate other successes. And so if there's anything that you'd like to share that you wouldn't mind us using for possible future communications, please feel free to participate by sending us an email at feedback@nsc.org. We'd love to hear your story. We'd love to hear your accomplishments, and you never know, you might find yourself in our family safety and health publication one day if that's something that you're interested in. So this is our flagship where you can find our National Safety Month content. You go to nsc.org/NSM. And at this point, I'm going to go ahead and hand it off to Jennifer McCann. She's going to take you through the site itself to give you an idea of how to log on and how to access the content on our website. So Jenny, go ahead.
Great. Okay. Again, thank you guys for having us here today. We're really excited to share a lot of the great tools and resources that our team of experts has put together to help you and your employees celebrate this wonderful safety observance. So as we understand, I believe there's members and non-members attending and watching this today. So I'm going to kind of go ahead and show you, starting with what the general public gets and then what you get as a member. So when you go to nsm.org, you'll fill out a quick form just to give us your information. Once you submit that, you'll either you'll get an email that will send you to this website, or and when you click through that, you'll just land on this website. So here's what, to go get your free resources. You just click right here. And this is where you would fill out that form. But I already went ahead and filled out that form. So we're going to go ahead here and we're going to show you, like, as far as what the public gets. So this is the public material, same topics every week. So if you click on a topic, week 1, you have first aid training. You get the NSC membership sneak peek, which is what Dan was talking to you about, how we are promoting some member exclusive resources to the public, just to show you how valuable membership is and what our members are getting. So for example, it's a 5-minute safety talk, talking about risk and complacency, which is such a big topic for everyone. And that does come in English and Spanish. We also have an engagement game, which is a quiz. And then we have more benefits if you're a member. But a lot of the things we like to do for our members, but also because we're giving you these things away free, is we really talk about how you can engage with your employees. And we always talk about the first thing to do is always engage with them and make it known. So you'll see that you have posters, articles, some videos. So make sure you're getting this out, like hang up the posters, post the videos on your intranets, like in your break rooms, in your lobbies, anywhere where people can watch these videos. And then share out the 5-minute safety talks. And that's a great way to, send an email and say, everyone start your next safety meeting or any meeting you're going to have in the organization with this 5-minute safety talk. And then you can go ahead and put the quiz out. And we always do like a fun little, like, fill out the quiz and return it. The first 5 to return it gets, a $5 gift card for coffee or something like that. It's just a great way to really get your employees engaged in the subject matter and looking at the resources. And we all know that really it takes everyone to make our company safe and to really increase our safety culture. So this is week 1. These are really great articles in safety and health, and which is the #1 safety and health magazine in the world. So that's great. Then we have stuff about facts, injury overviews, top 10 preventable injuries, minute by minute. So some really great resources here. And this goes on for each week. So this is week 1. You can go from here to week 2, which is roadway safety. A lot of the same great resources, animated graphics you can use, videos to show at your meetings. All these videos can again be downloaded and shared on intranets or like your lobbies, monitors. Articles, facts. So really you can share any of this within your organization. It's great resources. There's also online training. Again, members do receive up to a 30% discount. So, another great resource for our members. Week 3, very similar resources, but on risk reduction, which is such an important topic, having everyone really educated on how to recognize risk and hazards, and then how to report them and overcome them really does a lot to increase your safety within your organization. So again, we have animated graphics to share videos. These are great short videos. So is our animated graphics. Webinars, again, this one is available to the general public, videos, articles, and things like that. Some great Safety Pro resources, and Safety Pro resources means the resources that, for you as safety professionals to use. A lot of this other resources are created for plug and play. So you can literally take them and share them with your workforce. So they're created by experts, they're designed by experts, so you can feel safe just go ahead and sending them out. And then finally, our week 4 is slips, trips, and falls, which again is such a big topic in the safety community and OSHA and workplaces. So here's some great resources on that. Again, 5-minute safety talk and engagement game, which really have scored high when we survey our members about what they liked about National Safety Month. They really do like the engagement games, because they really not only engage employees, but it also helps them with what they learned, kind of recap all the great information they learned, and it gets people involved in doing things. So again, great stuff, great resources for you as a safety professional, great posters to share, videos, animated graphics. So now what if you're members? So if you're members, you get all those resources and a lot more. So you have this rate participation guide that will show you, give you links, review your materials, show you how to participate. It's a plan that you can actually just take and implement, and it'll show you how to get your organization working and participating throughout the month. You have all these great resources, posters, icons. You can add our email signature image, since you're a member, with the Proud Member logo to your emails. So every time you're sending out an email, you're promoting the fact that you care about safety. Social media kits to help you share the Pound NSM. If you take Go for Green pictures within your organization, how to share it out. And then, like Dan was talking about, we have a lot of member exclusive resources. Do you have fleet? An introduction to human and organizational performance, such a hot topic right now. Don't let success slip away, slips, trips, and falls. We have a lot of other great resources. And then we have all these toolkits. So when Dan was talking about toolkits, we have great toolkits on all these topics that include safety talks and videos and checklists and tip sheets, webinars, and quizzes to really help you educate, engage, and then drive home all these important safety topics. And one last time, I'll plug the fact that they are plug and play, which means that you don't need to worry about anything but passing them on. So here's some great digital quick tips. So one of the things our members said is, that's great, like the safety talks and the tip sheets and all that, but we really want it digitally. We have not only people who work, within our corporate office, we have people who work at home, we have people who work, on construction sites and warehouses. Well, these great are digital, so you can send them out and people can play them anywhere. And it's literally all like it's a digital quick tip of the toolkits. So you'll have your top safety talks and your top tips and all that in a quick digital piece. So it's really great thing, again, to play in your office while people are taking their lunch breaks, or when people enter your organization. When they see this, they really understand your dedication to safety. So great webinars, videos, articles, and again, all you do is click on them. As a member, you'll go right there and you'll have access to all of them to share videos, quick tips. And then again, week 3 is risk reduction, all the same great resources. Week 4, again, all these same great resources that are member exclusive. Sample communication. So if you're saying, well, I'm not really good at communicating out to all my employees, well, you just pull up the sample communications and send them out. So we really hope, as members, we have kind of did a lot of the heavy lifting, because we know you have, so much of your time is spent keeping your employees safe and keeping up with OSHA and keeping up with all those things. We really want to provide plug and play resources for you to just take and send out to everyone, so that everyone can be working towards safety. So with that, I'm gonna go ahead and stop sharing my screen and then ask, does anyone have any questions? Any questions about NSC overall, NSC membership, National Safety Month?
I have a question.
Sure.
Can you tell us a story of a company that's had success in implementing the content that you've described?
Well, we get a lot of, like Dan was saying, for members to go ahead and share in. So we do get a lot of members who send in stories, send in testimonials. So, you know, where they have taken it, and it does a couple things, right? So when you're using these resources and you have them up, you're really showing your employees you care about them, you care about their safety. You're really going the extra step to make sure that they're well, because they're your number one, priority, your number one resource, and your number one value. So I think that's really what we've heard from our member companies, is that when they do take these resources and they do celebrate National Safety Month, it really has such a big impact on their workforce and also their customers, because their customers see how important it is to them to keep their employees safe.
Perfect. Daniel, do you have any examples that you can share as well?
So I do have one example that comes to mind, and I'm not going to share her name, but she's the director of our publications. She actually saved her daughter's life by performing CPR, first aid CPR and AED, using one of the tip sheets that we had provided through our membership. So we do have an internal situation where a life was saved. Now we do have first aid CPR and AED training on top of that as well, but through our internal communications, through the tip sheets, through our safety talks, all of this content and all of this information that's provided, that's reinforced as well through the membership content. First aid is a very big part of that. And we did have a case a few years back where a daughter's life was saved using first aid, CPR, and AED. So I like to think that the membership content had played a role in that. Again, reinforcing cadence, reinforcing steps and procedures as well. So we do have testimonials on our website, I believe, of people's experience using the program. So definitely, if you have people who are interested in joining the National Safety Council, I would recommend they, start with the National Safety Month content. Kind of take a look as a non-member. Here's the type of content that we put out on a regular basis through our membership, but it's National Safety Month, so we're sharing a bit with everyone. And then if you find all of this useful, our membership package, our membership is essentially just an expansion of the National Safety Month, right? The toolkit that's in there is one toolkit. We have over 150 toolkits in our membership package. So there's a lot of content. There's a lot of great information to help keep your employees safe. Again, whether it's in the workplace, on the road, or at home, we try and do our due diligence to cover each set as best we can, essentially. So definitely if you're looking for testimonials, if you're looking for examples, take a look at the membership site. And if you have any questions, of course, I would direct your partners to the Utah Safety Council if they have any questions, or of course, you can have them sent to the National Safety Council if they have any additional questions, or if they want to reach out.
Perfect. Great. Any other questions for those of us here?
I have a question.
Oh, we got a question.
Daniel, with the topics that National Safety Council are going with this year for National Safety Month, was there a specific reason why, or what's the process for National to pick out the topics, weekly highlights this month? Was there a specific need for each one, or?
Yeah, so you're talking about the 4 subject categories of National Safety Month, right? The safety engagement, roadway safety, slip, trips, and falls. I forgot the other one.
Risk reduction.
Risk reduction. So those topics were chosen and based off of our members' feedback, off of our division groups' feedback. So our membership has division groups where they meet a couple times a month to go over, challenges that those companies are facing and how they've overcame those challenges or opportunities. So we acquired feedback from our members, from our division groups, and then we do have a relationship, and I can't divulge what that relationship is because I'm not in that process, but we do look at emerging OSHA topics as well. And we kind of pick those programs based off of the reoccurring issues that we see. So I know slip, trips, and falls is, I believe, still the #1 safety preventable hazard that occurs, right? So I believe they picked that one because it's just going to move. It's just going to hit the hardest, essentially, from a safety management system standpoint. Driver roadway safety is, unfortunately, those numbers, those preventable death numbers are increasing. So it's something that we wanted to go back and reinforce by providing some sort of free safety training on, I understand that you guys have pitched classroom and online courses. Well, there's a free toolkit too that's listed on our website that your partners can take advantage of, to help keep their employees safe on the road. So it's a little bit of gathering information from a number of our groups. It's looking at emerging tendencies with looking at OSHA statistics. And then there was, bear with me. Going back. And then we have our injury facts report. That's the last one I was looking for. So injury facts is kind of our reporting scale that we use, and it's a free tool, another free tool that you have on our website. And it basically is a site where we look at, again, emerging topics and statistics and data that the different departments of transportation come out with, the different OSHA statistics that are put out each year. We actually consolidate it and we put it in a nice report for you, so you can look at roadway preventable injuries. You can look at the cost to the employers for different types of preventable incidences. There's a whole bunch of statistics that are listed on there as well, that kind of nicely chop and screw the data. And again, it's another free piece of material on our website for your partners. But we also take those merging statistics and take those into consideration when we're looking at the National Safety Month subjects. I hope that answered your question.
Yeah, excellent. Any other questions here? I have one more question. Say there's a company, they're on the fence about looking into being a member with NSC. They're trying to figure it out whether or not it's worth it. What's your 2-minute pitch to say it's worth it?
I don't know. I don't even think I need 2 minutes. I think it's listen, go download the National Safety Month content. That'll give you a sneak peek on the type of material, the type of information that we put out. The membership is very similar in the sense that we have the safety talks, we have the safety campaign posters. You get the division groups, which is basically social networking of safety on the National Safety Council side. If you find the National Safety Month materials valuable and you implement all 4 months and you see a positive response to it, understand that the membership is very, very similar, except it's expanded on probably 100 times. In terms of content, there's 100 times more content that's listed on the membership page than there is in the National Safety Council Month. National Safety Council or National Safety Month, we're looking at 4 separate topics. The membership side has over 100 of these available to them, as well as, again, social networking opportunities. You get invited to our webinars. So if you're very into OSHA compliance, we do have some OSHA representatives that come out every 6 to 8 months before new standards and regulations are put in place to give you a heads up about those new policies or new regulations that are being implemented. So for any, and this was way longer than 30 seconds, but if you're interested, take a look at the National Safety Council Month content. If you find value in that, I promise you, you'll find value in the membership itself, because it's very much a lot of what you're getting out of that.
Great. Anything else to add, Jennifer?
No, I think, we kind of like to look at it as an extension of your safety team. So a lot of our members are smaller and they have smaller safety teams, and we like to look at us as an extension of their safety team. So, we have research, we have, like Dan said, we provide you in News Alert every Friday, all the things that are going on with OSHA, with traffic safety, all the things that you need to know, we put into your inbox. So, and then if you need resources, like Dan said, on anything, like, October's Fire Prevention Month, I need to, make our employees aware of this. You just go on our website as a member and you can download an entire toolkit with webinars and digital talks and safety talks and tip sheets and all that information on all those topics, and you just send it out. So now you have a whole safety program, right? You have a whole way to engage and educate your workforce every month without recreating the wheel. Really saves you time, really saves you money, helps and engage and educate your workforce so everyone's working towards safety, which we know is a big, huge goal, increases your culture of safety. And it also makes, our safety professionals helps them do their job easier, because they have more time to spend on other things since we're working with them.
Perfect. Well, great. Any other last minute things? Doesn't sound like it. Okay, perfect. Well, thank you so much, Daniel and Jennifer. It was excellent to hear from you guys. We, as the Utah Safety Council, of course, are a chapter of the National Safety Council. So we work hand in hand together to provide the safety and training needs, not just for a national scope, but here in Utah as well. So we are here again as a resource for you, for your companies, to ensure that you remain safe in the workplace and at home and wherever you are. So with that, I'd like to thank our speakers. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
And as we conclude, just to keep everyone apprised, next month will be our Start with Safety on summer safety, where we have our own Brandon Stone, who will be talking to us about summer safety and the importance of being safe during the summertime. You're going to be going out a lot, going four-wheeling, swimming, whatever it is, hiking. So let's keep you safe during that. Be safe, be fun. And with that, if there's nothing else, stay safe. Bye, everyone.
Take care.
Just
You're going.